Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. The map is Fields of Thunder V2, and we're on the ladder. DukeNukem here in the bottom, playing Cybern as he always does. And in the top left, Gloves, playing UEF, going first land. This is a player better known as Congreve. Very strong player. Underrated, I have to say, on ladder. He did some weird and wacky stuff, which probably cost him a bit of rating. So, that's an idle factory. These. Yeah, bit of an error there. Got a lab though coming out first, so we'll see. Maybe he can do some damage, but Gloves actually, Congreve not moving his ACU to the Hydro. I think you should actually move to the Hydro. I think it's pretty good, but I guess the build can work with 2 or 3 engineers making the hydrocarbon. He's aiming straight for the reclaim. All of these little chunks are worth a significant amount of mass that you have to be grabbing. And we actually have a lab from both players. Now, I've found that hunters, that is the Cybern assault bot, are just epic when it comes to these. When you accidentally run into another lab with your lab, you're just crossing paths. It seems like the Cybern lab just does better in general, but in this scenario, it's a lab and a scout versus a lab. And holy shit, look at that. Just one. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? How are Cybern labs so good? I don't even understand. I need to do some research. Because I don't think it's just me imagining that they're winning all these battles. I think it actually is a really good lab somehow, even though it has just less HP, for example. And it's gonna go for a little kill, but Gloves sending his ACU after it. And it had so little HP, only had 2 HP, that actually gets completely overkilled and leaves no mass reclaim. Second factory complete, third one halfway done. And DukeNukem in the same scenario, although he has reclaimed less mass. So, many reclaim orders, but Congreve is struggling to actually use all of this reclaim that he has gained. Probably needs to build again even more with his ACU. The faster you get your factories up, the faster you get your tanks out and across the map. See Doom still building with his ACU as Congreve moves out across the map. So let's see how the early game plays. We have a small attempted raid here, aiming for the engineers moving to the bottom left. But 2 Mantis already waiting. And the opening looks pretty decent from DukeNukem. See, already 2 engineers moving to the left here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 factories. And Congreve on 5. So that's certainly better for him. How will they use their units? We have no air from anyone right now. You're not investing in it at all. Because it's so much more expensive to make air because you need more power, a lot more PGens, much faster to just get that spam up and then try and use all your mass. Well, you can just use a lot more mass in terms of land because you don't need so many PGens. 2 mechs is upgrading from Doom already, so you can see where his mass is going, and he has a massive score lead. Very big score lead right now. But he can't really afford these mechs upgrades with this power income. It's very limited. And he's spending a lot here. You can see 7 engineers building. He has the mass, but he does not have the power. And it's a reverse scenario for Congreve. He needs some Some manual reclaim stops his PD to get a bit of reclaim, then finishes it off. It's a potentially nice raid. Getting... Ooh, look at that guy. 6 kills on this tank. What a beast. 6 kills, but not much damage. Another engineer goes down. This is a nice raiding here, but he's quite slow. He got raided himself in this location, and Doom has so much more reclaim right now. That Doom is taking it. Oh my god! Look at that, 12k to 7.5. The difference is not even on the scale. That's just absurd. And yet, Congreve looks to have at least equivalent army size. No, indeed, he does have a lot more. I did think he had more, but to have so much more, these mexes could really hurt Doom. But his raids are so good. Killed more over here. The factory is going to have to be built by someone else. He has Sneaky Mantis waiting for more engineers looking for reclaim. While he can still, although he has less units, he still managing to defend, getting a PD up, and has a factory in the area to get engineers out on attack move and reclaim these rocks. This Mex is upgrading as well. This Mex is already upgraded. Both of these. This is absurd. Congreve has no Mex upgrades. He has one halfway. And Doom, meanwhile, 7 T2 Mexes. Just ridiculous. And Congreve is down on 500 HP. How did I even miss that? How did he even get to so low HP? And now he's just running. And he doesn't know that there's T2 Mexes. This looks like it may have been killed. Maybe by a stray Lobo. Actually, no, that couldn't happen because the Lobo has the camera on it. So this is actually for sure a T2 Mex, barring Doom reclaiming it for some reason. But he doesn't know about all the other T2 Mexes. He doesn't know what his opponent is doing. And now we have T2 land. If he knew about these T2 Mexes, he would instantly be going for TML and he could kill absolutely everything. Look, he has storages now. He has storages. But he's given up the mid-mass. And although quite a lot of it is gone, there's still some here. And Congreve is going to be taking that. But the reclaim, still, it's just so much in Doom's favor. 17k to 9k. And Doom has gone through his corner reclaim a lot faster. You can see Congreve has most of this still that he can grab. He accidentally gave a move order instead of attack move. That's unfortunate. Hate when that happens. The gun coming up for Doom right now. I think that's a good decision. Gun is always good here. Congreve could do with an upgrade. T2 or perhaps Nano would be nice to get that HP back. He still has no clue. Because we have no air. I think at some point you really need to make air just for the scouting. Just so you can see what's going on. Just so you can build a single air scout. You should build an air factory at some point. Even if you're going for no air play. And we do have Nano from Congreve. He's finished the T2 P-Gen. So he can make whatever upgrade he wants basically with little to no problem. And now we see air from Doom, and he's going to see the base and realize, okay, we have T2. Oh my god, T3 mechs. What the actual fuck is this? He doesn't even have T2. He could be TML'd into oblivion. He has no T2 tech at all. He's only making it now. If we get it, just one TML can ruin this entire day. Doom is lucky that his opponent is making TMD and not TML. Always when you start building your TMD, you should be thinking, could I build TML here? And then you scout and you see what you can do with your TML. Because if you're worried about TMD, you're worried about needing TMD, your opponent has to worry about that too. Congreve now ecoing more, but he's so far behind. The eco is just ridiculous. Look at this. A T3 mechs on Fields of Thunder. The air scouts are flying overhead, giving perfect vision. He knows everything that's here. Knows there is no TML. Knows that there's a dangerous looking ACU and he's actually walking towards him. This is the gun and nano. So this HP that he has is only going to grow rather than diminish. And we only have 2 on land, 87 Mantis, 29 Medusa. That's not a very powerful army, but very nice damage done by the gun commander here. Very good use of the gun commander versus the UEF commander. We need TMD so badly. There's also no T2. There's no T2 PGen either. This is just so absurd. The shield has begun. Let's see Glove's economy right now. No more mechs upgrades. He has T2 PDs in mid. Are they in a good location? Looks like they may have trouble hitting the ground sometimes, but they're doing some good work. 18 kills here. Protecting the commander well as he makes the shield upgrade. I think he needs some assistance on that. Without any upgrades, yeah, it takes 3 minutes 30. That's not very timely, especially when you have 2 T2P gens. You have plenty of power to work with. You should be assisting that shield upgrade. We have mechs upgrading over here, so he may finally start to catch up. This, look at this, he sees the T3 mechs. Finally we have air. That was just 2-1. Doom wouldn't actually upgrade that one to T2, would he? You never know. That's the T3 mechs almost complete. And we are getting some assistance now from T2 engineers. T2 engineers and a Sparky. So the shield will be complete soon. And how is that going to be stopped? We have a gun commander on 5,000 HP to stop it, and we have rhinos. Rhinos not so good on this map. Look at the topography of that landscape. It's just, it's anti-rhino geography. It's T3 mechs. And you can't even storage all of it. It's so disgusting. T2 PD is coming up to try and stop this commander. We're going to need some shields to go with that, but there's no T2 PGen that I can see. So shields not really an option. More so needs to overcharge than anything. So the commander retreating. And this army, there's 10 rhinos here. Oh, look, could you imagine the overcharge that could have gone in there. Congreve is making a big push here. We have some nice walls. We need probably a lot more of those. More T2PD going up. Survival mode from Doom with his 2 T3 mexes. It's just ridiculous. He's falling back. And it looks really bad for him. What is the situation? Well, we only have 5 Cerberus turrets. The rest have been killed or haven't even gone up yet. Congreve still has 10,000 on his shield alone, 15,000 on just his ACU. And Doom on 3k HP. He needs to continue attacking here, continue making use of this army he has behind him, and this nice mobile shield as well. That's helpful. But now, after retreating his army, is still taking quite a lot of damage, down to 6,000 on the shield. Needs to take out this bank of Cerberus turrets here if he can actually make progress into the useful parts of Doom's base. This location is not really important. The shield is disappearing and the fight is losing its intensity and he is retreating. Now what Gloves needs to do here is actually allow his shield to be depleted fully so that it will recharge a lot faster. It will take probably, I think, a couple minutes to recharge after it's depleted, but if it's not depleted, if he just allows it to go low and it doesn't turn off, then he will take a lot longer to get that shield back. No! Did it reduce to 0 there? I don't think it did. And so, no it didn't. Look, he still has his shield, so... Oh damn, if he just took another 300, 400 damage there, then he could allow his shield to recharge a lot faster. But as it is, he's been pushed away, and that just gives more and more time for the PDs to go up. And Doom has 2 T3 mexes versus 0 T3 mex for Congreve. Look, Congreve has full T2 mex unstoraged versus 2 T3 mexes. This is rough. This is rough, and he didn't let his shield go down, so it's going to take a long time to reload. That's a bit of a bad mistake. So many energy storages being built. What is going on? I'm not sure why Doom is building 9 energy storages at the back of his base. He still has no T2 P-Gen. Still. Only 1300 power income. And he's going T3 land, and he's going to make Trebs to take out this mid base. That's an arty drop, and another one on the way, going to the back of the base. But where is he going to land? Well, look at that. Doom is actually killed. He control K'd 2 of his own factories. And that actually gave space for the transport to land easily, and he's aiming for the T3 mexes. And here, 2 T2 mexes go down, and over here, this T3 mex is under attack. It has low HP. Being just a Cybern one, this would be a wonderful target as well. But the engineers are nearby, and they're reclaiming the Lobos with their slow fire rate. And this mex is not going to die. Oh, that's unfortunate. A nice attempt. He killed some storages at least, but oh, under 900 HP. A few more shots and it would have died. One of those transports was not fully laden. One of them was fully laden, the other had a bit less. This is not arties. This is 6 pillars dropping right into the heart of the core mexes. The T3 mex is going to die, surely. Look at that. He is going to kill it. And that is wonderful. Oh, this is the one to target now, but well, with all the Medusa and the Rhinos, there's no chance for him to do enough damage to that T2 mex. The pillars will go down, but that's decent damage, and that's going to help pull Gloves back into the game here. Look at the total mass, 100k versus 74k. Huge difference. Although he killed 2 T2 mexes and a T3 mex, there are still 2 T3 mexes, and he has 0 T3 mexes. Now we see Janus sent in to obliterate build power, and actually going after the power generator. The power storages all go up in one blast. Yeah, that's a good punish, and nice damage from the Janus, but overall not doing too much. The build power is a good kill. He's aiming now for P-gens, but unless he moves from this angle, it's not going to be too effective. You can kill about a dozen T1 P-gens with the Janus in a single pass, or in, say, one pass with 2 Janus along the length. You can kill about 12 or 13 P-gens, so that's a lot of P-gens. And now we have the Trebs raining down on the mid-army. Look at all these, all of these pillars. The shield, again, still only 11,000 on the shield now, because it didn't get depleted, so he probably could have his full shield back by now. Quite unfortunate. Oh, look at that. That's a good bomb. There's still no T2P gen. Oh, there is. Finally. And he's back to his 1300 power income because he lost so many P-gens there. Look at all of these. But now another P-gen complete and his power income is fine. Needs to at least remake some of these mexes. And what is the plan for these guys? I mean, are we just gonna have a Firebase war with Trebs? You can see the range on such a small map. They can do immense amounts of damage, and there's quite a lot of PD. Now it's spread out, and I wonder if any of it is, well, it's in pretty decent locations. They can actually hit stuff, depending. I mean, there's a problem. You can see the problem there. This Firebase is in the way of all these PDs, so maybe attacking from this angle here would be the best angle. Getting a lot of Lobos in here could wipe this out, take out the ones behind, and he could make a push. Doom being a bit aggressive with his ACU, and now another attack to worry about, but it's all killed very quickly. Difficult to make drops work now. Nice micro from Doom, look at that. Getting a lot of damage on the ACU. And these Trebs are just doing work. Where are they? I can't see the Treb anymore. Oh, they're both back here. I think we may have lost a Treb or two already. Oh yes, there's a dead one. What is the plan for Gloves? Well, he's making his own T3 mexes. That seems like a reasonable plan. He's making his own Demolishers. Sounds pretty good. And there's Janus coming in the back here. What is he aiming for? This, perhaps? One thing about Janus, they are not good against single targets. That's a big lack of damage that was done there. Did the Janus only get one pass? That's a dead Janus. Look, he killed the storage, but the Mex is just tickled and it's gonna regen all of that. More Janus coming. Oh my god. Now Demolishers trying to take on this Firebase. And we need some... Well, there's actually so much land here. How many units do we have? Ooh, we have some Loyalists mixed in. We still have some leftover Rhinos. And there's over 100 Medusa. I feel like he could almost run over this. And he is actually moving in with many land units. Look at all of these Medusa. Nearly 100 in this small group, but the ACU moving around, trying to defend, trying to push these back. Gonna overcharge the more valuable units, like the Loyalist. DukeNukem even using his ACU in this scenario, and he really wants to get rid of this position, but it's not going to work. The Demolisher is actually doing a good job killing many Medusa, but there's huge pressure from the Trebs on this position. No static shields whatsoever, only mobile. and the demolishers are getting demolished. They are going to go down. The shields have dropped. Oh, another one pops up. The ACU. Oh, now we can see what happens when the shield disappears. You can see his shield is regenerating at a far higher rate than it was before at that plus 35 per second. This is, I mean, that looks like around at least 100 per second as it's recharging. So many demolishers here, but there's no shields for them, and he lost 4 or 5. Oh no. Painful losses there, and he's pushed away from mid. Congreve is in trouble. Look at that, already his shield back to 10,000, and he'll have it back very shortly. If he had just let himself take another 400 damage earlier on, he could have had a powerful shield a lot sooner again in the game. This is a T3 Mex on the way. There's a T3 Mex here. Is there even TMD? Where are the TMLs? Congreve being very careful to build TMD. Oh well, not that careful. Meanwhile, DukeNukem has some TMD, doesn't have any here, doesn't have any. I mean, this should die to a TML over here. 6 trebs. I feel like Doom actually made even less trebs. Now he had his a bit sooner, and that certainly helped, but I think they were attacking different things. So the trebs were attacking the mid base and then attacking the demolishers as soon as they appeared in mid, and took out the shields and very effectively killed many of them. But Congreve, I think, was attacking bases, was attacking Medusa that were pushing in, wasn't necessarily attacking always the enemy trebs, which should be more vulnerable because they have no mobile shields to defend them, and there was very few static shields that they were under. Look at this arty base. It's full turtle mode for the Cybern versus the UEF player. And Congreve is pushed all the way back. He has to reevaluate his strategy. He's reclaiming all of these T2 support factories. Significant amount of mass he's getting back from them, and he needs that mass badly. He has 2 T3 mexes versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more Janus. What is this strategy of Janus? I feel like Congreve is taking the piss here a bit. And he's, ooh, taking a lot of fire from the arties. Let's see the range. How far can they reach? Oh, he's building new arties over here, which are actually in range of some mexes and demolishers. Oh, that is evil. And what can Congreve do? What can he do? Well, oh, there's even some bricks now. But those could be easily overcharged. How can he use this commander? Because if things keep going like this, the arty, I mean, it can almost arty creep into more mexes over here. Something's firing at this now. What is it? What was that? Oh, it's TMLs, of course. Finally, we have some TMLs. And Congreve is going to lose many mexes because he's going to need many TMD. Oh, nice defense with the mobile shields. Very, very nice. But he may still lose it. He needs a lot more TMD than that. The cyber missiles are splitting, but they're still doing damage. And this T3 mech's in big danger. Oh, some demolishers sent to the right here. That's a little demolisher raid on the mexes. Oh, that's a TML coming for the demolishers. No, 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 no. Oh, absolutely brutal. That is disgusting. I love it. Don't forget that you can aim your TML at whatever you want, not just mexes. All targets are viable in the right situation. Sniper bots, good target. T3 mobile arty that's shooting your mexes, very good target. Enemy commander that's upgrading, good target. Enemy commander that's walking around very close to your TML launcher, TML, also good. Arty set up the clink hammers, and now ASF for Duke Nukem, just giving so much for Congreve to worry about. Sends the TMLs, forces him to worry about that. Now Congreve did actually save this very well with the mobile shields, and actually, well, we could just see more fire towards that until it dies. I think it would eventually go down. But now ASF, so we have to build SAMs here for Congreve. He is trying his very best to catch up in economy. He has 2 T3P gens, it's good for him, so he can go T3R potentially if he wants. Although he may not need to on such a small map. Just making SAMs in various places can be enough. Just a couple of SAMs will control a massive amount of area and ensure that single strats and things cannot do too much. So T3 max count is rising. The mass fabs are on the way to make use of some of that power overflow, but I mean, what can he really do versus Doom here? Doom has all the advantages. 7 T3 mexes. And what can be done? Got all these arties as well. Flak's hidden in the corner, taking out Janus. Raiding Trebs. Look at that. Over 6,000 mass killed. Maybe nuke, says Duke Nukem, taunting his opponent. And there's absolutely nothing to... Oh, gunships. T3 gunships. It's very difficult to stop scouting here. So, he can really do whatever he wants. TML is still firing. Another mech goes down. What can possibly be done? Well, these bricks are standing in range of RT fire. See how much damage they take. Not very much. And the gunships are looking for more targets, and they might find them. Although there are parashields and some flak, still the mech goes down. And they can retreat, and he can actually repair these. They're all so low on HP, that would be ideal time to put them in an air staging facility. More gunships are coming. And Congreve is just... I don't know, it doesn't look like he has a plan. He's just being abused. He's just trying to survive. Creeping some SAMs around to try and keep off the gunships. And this is a very strange game. This poor ACU had so much potential, but was stopped. Look at this. Is he even interested in winning? Oh, the Trebs now killing so much stuff on the left, but the arties from over here are actually in range. it seems. Yes, they are, but now they can't see the trebs anymore. Does not have vision, and there's a stealth field, is there? No, there isn't. There's just no radar coverage. Now, nice use of the engineers to make those static shields. "12 bricks just for safety. 39 flax, mostly in the one location, just for safety. Here come the strats. But there's already a shield, a very nice shield covering all those mexes. And the strats fly about the length of the map off map before dropping again. The mech survives. The mass fabs and the mass storage do not. And the shields go back up again, and the strats donate some mass. Look at how far off screen they are. You're not supposed to build strats on this map. You're just not. Stop. This map is not built for this gameplay. Who knows? Maybe it's the developer intention, you know. Who are we to say? I can read in whatever intention I would like. This artillery base. So nice. Look at this adjacency with all these pigeons on every single Klinkhammer, as opposed to this filthy Cybran. Look at that, no adjacency. Could put them adjacent to the T2 pigeons. Give slightly better fire rate. This murderous flak are finally purged. That's an SMD. Why though? Why would you build SMD? I mean, you can't exactly deny scouting on this map. Let's be honest. So building an SMD when there's no nuke seems a bit redundant. And now we wait. How will the game end? What is happening? We just have arties firing back and forth. Actually, we have an arty here that's doing a lot of damage. Just a single artillery. The rest of them are out of range of anything relevant. He may indeed take out T3 mechs. The Janus continue. Oh my god. Don't think he's noticed this is T2. Unfortunately. Surrounded by mass fabs and storage, but still T2. Oh, that's a lot of... That's a lot of strats. This is getting pretty dumb. So let's speed it up until someone does something. Nuke silo. Come on, Doom, end the game. How many strats is that? 18. 19 strats. Now this is what kids are told not to do. It's known as playing with your food. Not advised. Building tele defense versus UEF player. Not really advised either. Look at all this. Like, I mean, I don't know who's taking the piss out of who anymore. Congreve is just making Ravagers and Sams and T2 arties. Well, he's seen the nuke now. Will he... Oh, he has SMD almost complete. So maybe he can finish that. But then, of course, we did see the other prong of the attack over here. It's 20 strat bombers. And actually this nuke is probably going to be done before the SMD is loaded. So I guess the nuke is gonna win the game. All those drones. The lasers. retaliatory arties. Gonna try and defeat this single arty over here. Single arty is somehow winning. And here come a lot of strat bombers. There goes the SMD. Could have clicked on the ACU as well, but you know, SMD is certainly safer. Has a lot less HP. Doesn't have a shield on it. A personal shield at least. Maybe there's a mod that gives SMD personal shield. Probably is. The nuke is complete. It's time to launch this and end the game. Who knew T3 Max Rush was so good on this map? Doom has proved it. And here we go. We can hear the sound of the nuclear missile leaving the silo. Well played, really. Good stuff. And that is that. Ooh, actually missed a couple T3P gens, but it is essentially irrelevant. There's no way he can stop the nukes from raining in. Or the strat bombers. And that is it, I assume. But it's not. Congreve is going to wait for his inevitable demise. We just have to wait for his ACU to get nuked, I guess. Because there's no motion on the other side, that is just AFK play. This is why I generally speed through some games before casting them. Didn't in this case. Perhaps I would have changed my mind about casting it. But it's still nice to watch. Ending is not so nice. Frantic building of this nuclear missile. And he's stalling mass. So we're gonna take some more time to load that. Yep, literally AFK. Oh no, he's trying to make SMD again. See how that works out. Maybe the strats will have to be called in once again to clutch the victory. These Medusa are not shooting, which is unfortunate. Could be killing a lot here. You can see how vulnerable these mexes are. If these guys were shooting, that is. And there's the nuke, and he does catch the commander as well as the SMD. And the game is over. Finally. Well, thanks for watching, I guess. Well played. DukeNukem. Sick T3 Maxes. Unfortunate for Gloves that he did not see the rabid ecoing that was going on. Doom just so much more ahead in reclaim at the start and just used it all for eco, and that ended in eventually a questionably dominating win with a nuke launcher. And that's it. Just that early lead ends 1 hour later in a victory. So thanks for watching and well played everyone. I'll see you next time.